It's total, like, weightless. You feel that moment of G-force, like where you're just coming down, you're waiting for the car to hook, but the car actually isn't hooking yet. My own name is Podge Barry. I drive a Lexus IS200 with a 1Uz FE V8. Basically, when I got it, a good friend of mine, Kerry, he just drove the car every single track day, never gave it an inch of sorrow. At the time, I was looking to go into drifting and just kind of escalated from there. I saw a couple of road cars I had and he said, the car's there, come look at it. And I was coming home with it that evening. It was, just standard car with a V8 inside it. What I've done to it since I bought it is tidied up the bodywork some bit of the way without blowing off bumpers too many times. The engine is currently ripped out of the car now at the minute, just doing preventative maintenance, I suppose is the word. I've kind of always wanted a drift car, and it just kind of escalated ever since I was young. I bought my first car, I think it was a BMW 318 IS, an E36 when I was 12. Yeah, I bought a BMW 318 IS when I was 12 years old. That died, along with a good few more of them. Basically went from every time the uncle had cut the silage in the field, we had to bring the car out into the field and just drive around. Being like that, I suppose I'd grown up, being that sacrifice and not being able to go out with my friends at the weekends from maybe a very young, early age, between having to buy, if I spotted a car that was for sale on Dundee, or at the time adverts.ie as well was kind of coming out of it as well. I was always there trying to get to that next car, to that next yoke that I didn't necessarily need, but I really wanted it. Every weekend I was always on. Whenever I got my pay slip there on Friday evening, it was straight to the bank to take it out because I was going buying a car that evening or that night. Growing up, I would have got fairly sick of the modified car culture side of it. Between dealing with insurance, dealing with engineers' reports and bits and pieces like that, I just kind of washed my hands with it in a way. And that's the reason I went into drifting, because like that, a friend was in it and I was seeing how sound everyone was, and everyone was genuine. Everyone was there to help each other. There was nobody actually there to say, oh no, you can't do that. Do you know, if there was someone there to say you can't do that, they'd always come back and tell you, look, you can do this here instead. And they'd go to the effort to help you. They'd take time out of your day to help you fix your car for the day. Do you know what I mean? Just a bunch of headless lunatics that are just let loose on track for a day. I could ring any one of the lads there, and at probably any hour of the morning or the night, because they're probably working on their cars also. And I could ask them, it could be the most simple question or it could be the most stupid question. And they will always be there to support you. And in fairness, there's, especially the likes of drifting there, on a track day there, if you have a problem, like, all you have to do is go over and ask a fella that might have the same car. And 90% of the time, everyone there is there to help each other. Basically, it's just something that I love. I've been obsessed with drifting. Like the likes of Conor Shanahan there and Jack Shanahan, Tomas Kiley, all them lads there, like, I would look up to them drivers. Like, every single time I see them competing, the hair on the back of my neck stands up. Ever since I was 9-10 years old, like, and just watching drifting, it's always been part of my interest. I've never, like, there isn't a day that goes by like where you don't think about drifting. You're in the likes of 360 Motorsports Park, Mondello, Watergrass Hill. They're all unreal tracks, and when you're in with a good group of friends there that can drive, and you're able to I don't exactly have a whole lot of horsepower, but I'm able to basically drive the car to its absolute limit, and you look in front of you and there's 7 cars in front of you and you're trying to just not make a hames of everything. It's just trying to stay in formation, and next thing, when you come to the end of that lap and everyone is give you thumbs up and laughing and having the crack, and it's just the emotion that is through it, that some drivers, myself included, like, it is just unreal. Like, I know a good lot of rally drivers around, and like, they probably think that we're cracked in what we do, because we do it for the same reason that they do it. It's just for the sheer and utter love of it. It's just for the sheer and utter love of the sport. It's for no other reason. It's just when you're going down a narrow country road at 120 miles an hour, everything just leaves, you don't think about anything. The exact same with drifting. There's a point there where you're on full lock, like, and you're just dabbing the handbrake and you're totally unsure of, it's total, like, weightless. You feel that moment of G-force, like where you're just coming down, you're waiting for the car to hook, but the car actually isn't hooking yet, and you just wait for it and you have to wait for it, and in the second it does hook, you just plant the shoe and you're gone. Like that, I'd just gone out on a weekend there having the crack with a bunch of your mates, like that's all it is, like.